That's it, over the top, down the other side. Short-lived break before we come up the other side. And the next little drag is only, I don't know, about half a kilometre. Anyway, down this side here, they got 1k drop. Isn't that nice? Whoop, steady the buffs. It's pretty watching them go down. It's like a big giant scale electric track, but you imagine building these roads over the because we're not in the richest part of Italy. They've been a bit short of cash over the years, and I said earlier on that the Albanians and the Greeks came over in great numbers too and sort of colonised this part of the world. And then of course later on when they try and build this sort of infrastructure, but people say, well, why? Because what is the downhill? Where we're going to finish today at this Terme Liguani, it's a great thermal place, but a long way to come down and get the hot springs, isn't it? With the sulphur water, jolly good for the soul and the body, but certainly to come all the way down here, it's not a place where the tourists come at all. Not a lot great of industry around this part of the world, so it takes a lot to build roads like you're seeing here on your screen. See where we're going to now, right down there, and then when we come back up that one, we've got that final 2 kilometres. When you see the 2k thing going, as Cipollini at the back here, oh, it looks like he's got back now. One time he's 1 minute 31 seconds back, but I don't think we're going to see him contesting the sprint. Still down, we're okay, don't worry. When we get to 2Ks, when you see that, there's a little bit of a drop for just about, oh, this is the tunnel we're going through now. So it all goes black on the screens because the camera can't picture the thing. Now the worry here, you see, look, Wayne Pataki recognised that he's got right behind him Colombo and the remnants, or in fact, the major part of Cipollini's team, the Domina Vacanze Elettron. The drag is beginning to hit the legs now after being racing for 144 kilometres, getting that final kilometre, and it just goes steadily upwards and gets a lot worse towards the top of this climb. So Pataki's got the power at the moment, but he's got to watch out then for the man who's going to contest him as well. With Baldato, last we saw, was hanging on for the back for grim death. I don't think he'd be able to work his way through as they're moving in towards this one. Through that tunnel, up we now go, and a very good run. It's a dead straight running, by the way, his last kilometre. No problems at all, and twists and turns and nasty little hairpin bends to catch them napping. It's a good straight finish, but it goes up and it goes up and it goes up. And now the team from the Domina Vacanze Elettron taking over for Colombo. Number 53 is the man that they're looking to try and put in the frame to get the victory day and push for that overall jersey, which is on the shoulders of the man in the pink jersey. And lying in there at the moment, Pataki this morning, just 4 seconds ahead of Baldato, 19 seconds back to Colombo. The bonuses are all up for grabs here. Only 2 teams really in it. Fassa Bartolo, 700 metres to go, and it gets worse, it gets worse, it gets worse. It's the same drag is here. And looking through there, one of the riders from Panado seems to have made it up in that little group. That's Graham Brown. He's done a great job to do it after that wonderful effort by Robbie McEwen. And now looking down there, Pataki looks good at the moment. He's actually on the wheel. He's following absolutely Colombo. He's not letting him out of his sight then. Colombo, he's just following the wheel of Colombo. They're starting to go for it now. Colombo's still being led out by one of his teammates here. And this is the hard stuff. And one by one, the legs are cracking as we're now coming up towards a back bar. This is where the legs are suddenly going to collapse. And they have to find something else here to lead out Colombo, who's lying just behind the lead-out man now. Colombo's looking, can he come through? Can he come through? He's still waiting, still waiting. The man on the front's doing a sterling job here, and he has pulled over now, leaving Colombo to go for this one, as Baldado starts to go too as well. Sorry, Pataki missing out them. Looks like one of the riders from the Cederback team. Surely, let's wait for that one. He's done it. And Pataki, I think, was second. That's important with the points in the competition, because he would have just got through there into second spot, I think, which is for the overall competition. But the victory has gone then to Garzelli, I think it was, from Vina Colorado. That is a turn-up for the books, because if it was Garzelli that got him, he can climb. He can time trial. A man here who's going to threaten for the overall pink jersey. It was Garzelli, and everybody's elated about this one. Garzelli's back with a bang. Last year he was chucked off the race because when they did the tests in the early part of the race, they found a thing I think called promethazine, which is said to be a maxing agent. It's something which often people take to reduce swelling and liquid in their body. And he got thrown off the race last year, and Garzelli now has come through here and has thrown his hat into the ring, his crash hat, and there he is now. I think absolutely elated about that one, as Cipollini, yes, he was a minute and a half second, 1 minute 31 back before, but Garzelli now, that undoubtedly has put a different dimension on this race, because a quick look down the general classification, Garzelli was in a whole group of riders, and I think there was something like, excuse me, just checking the facts here, because when you've got 169 riders, you can't carry all the numbers in the back of your skull anyway, but he was with the group around, they were 24 seconds down, yes, although he got the victory ahead of Casagrande. Oh, that's interesting, and Pataki back into third spot. So the climbers start to come through then. Pelizzotti, who's going to be one of the darlings of the Italian Tifosi, has now come up there too to start challenging. Good to see Bo Hamburger back in full flight too, just back there in 11th spot too, and the rest. And Pantani too, 7 seconds back. This was the day when the climbers started to give the sprinters a run for the money, and still authorised yet to come in. And there's no doubt about it that here Garzelli is coming back for the Calderolo team, and he's just shown that he's going to have a go. And that's interesting to see that we've got so many of the suspects to win the race overall that are now getting amongst it. Look at that, Garzelli, Casagrande, Simoni, Pelizzotti. There's a whole load of riders there. Look at them now. They're chasing after the pink jersey. Pataki's got away with it today. His teammate did a wonderful job to keep him in there, but still hovering behind him, Garzelli and Colombo. And going into tomorrow's stage then, well, he should be able, I suppose, to maybe keep on to that, but I don't know. It's going to be a very interesting day then to Vivo Valentia, and that could well be a change. But well done to Pataki. Kept the jersey, tried manfully hard. His team, Fassa Bertolo, did a wonderful day then, although the stage went to Garzelli. There's a threat for the future.